She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Arthur China T, Coach Erica, and we are back for another Never Date Just One lesson. We are moving along. And y'all know whenever I come across different things that I see on social media, of course, I'm going to bring it to you as an example for us to be able to see exactly where you're going wrong. And I know a lot of you all can apply these things to your dating life. Make sure that you're liking, follow, and subscribe to this channel. Like and follow on TikTok, as well as join the Facebook group. You're missing valuable conversation and things that are in the Facebook group, and you're going to be able to present your questions, scenarios, and things that you need to get more clarification on. So I advise you to jump in the Facebook group. Also, get your copy of Never Date Just One, Sis. It is available now, the final copy, and it has everything that you need in it for you to be able to learn how to properly roster date and take your feelings out of it and make sure that your needs are getting met before you trap yourself into a situation that can last 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, and you're not getting anywhere, going anywhere fast, and you're picking up speed, okay? So today, I came across a scenario that is just so prevalent. It happens every day. It reminds me of me and my husband. When I met him, he was going through a divorce, and as I got more background on that relationship, that was 10 years as a girlfriend with his ex-wife, that she played 10 years as his girlfriend while he cheated and frolicked all through the city. And then he eventually ended up marrying her, versus me wasn't even going to play them games for no more than the 2 years that I gave him, broke up with him, added him to the roster, and then got my marriage in less time. Because I can give nobody, I can't even give you 2 years. That was a lot. But to give you 10 or to do anything over a year as a girlfriend with the title is just ludicrous. It's crazy. And you know I don't recommend nothing with no titles. Y'all know I'm not with the titles. Let them titles be for them kids in middle school and high school. When you become an adult, the only title that's recognized is husband and wife. Stop all that boyfriend, girlfriend, and holding your life up for somebody who don't look at you or don't ever see you as their wife or whatever, okay? So let's get this video.
Just married a woman he's only known for 7 months. Congratulations to my brother, and I love him, right? But this is the twist. He was with a woman for 10 years. Everything she asked my brothers to do, he is doing for this woman that he has only known for 7 months. His why for marrying the woman that he's only been with for 7 months and never marrying his ex of 10 years was because she never left. He says that he unconsciously never became the best version of himself because the woman that he was in love with at the time was okay with who he was in his eyes. As far as he believed, she loved him no matter what, so there's no need for me to rush and change. I don't know what I need to really change. She's just fussing. He says that he never really understood that there was a change that needed to be had until he left her, and he dated a few women, and they weren't tolerating what he was putting his ex through. So with that, he met his now wife that he's only known for 7 months, and he was ready.
So I want to go back through a couple of different things in this video because I want y'all to see the fault of the woman for 10 years. And this is why I'm telling y'all to stop being that woman who thinks because you put in all this time that you're supposed to get these results. And at the end of the day, this person who you put this time in does not see you as somebody who they will marry. You are not their end all be all. You are just a placeholder for now. Y'all have taken on placeholder energy for so long thinking it's going to give you the results that, again, going back to our example, Ashanti got with Nelly. You're thinking that's going to come. I'm not saying it's not, but your standards and values are too low. So let me just go back. We're going to break this video down piece by piece, okay?
My brother just married a woman he's only known for 7 months. Congratulations to my brother, and I love him, right? But this is the twist. He was with a woman for 10 years. Everything she asked my brothers to do, he is doing for this woman that he has only known for 7 months.
Everything that the 10-year relationship wanted from the man, he gave to the woman who he had known for less than a year. He gave it to her off rip. The reason why he gave it to that woman is because, for one, she had standards. For 2, she had limitations and she had boundaries. What does that mean? What does that look like? Let's see. I guarantee that in her first conversations with him, she let him know that she wanted to be a wife. She also made it clear that she was not going to be a girlfriend for too long. And she also made herself valuable to show exactly why he needed to convert her to a wife versus having her to a girlfriend. More importantly, when you know that you want to be a wife, you won't settle at girlfriend. You're not going to move. You're not going to cohabitate with a man. You're not going to move in with him. You're not going to start doing all this cooking and cleaning, giving him all of this treatment as if he is a king and you're still being treated as a peasant or the whatever you want to, whatever you think the girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a wife, so move in that being a wife, okay? Have that conversation. Hold steady to your standards, okay? Do not back down because you have allowed a man to convince you, well, we don't got to be married. We don't need the titles. I'm going to love you like this, whatever the case is. I know a lot of y'all have said, well, what if I don't want to be married? I know. His excuse of him not marrying you has made you believe that you don't want to be married. There is not a woman on earth that does not want to be a wife at least one time in her life, whether it works or not. We all want to be a wife. We're not waking up aspiring to be a long-time girlfriend. You're not going to hold on to me for the next decade or two decades as your girlfriend, and then in your dying days or when you're tired of playing games, now you want to marry me. No, you have to see the value in me now as a wife. I'm going to find the man that does. Thou shalt not ask any man to do anything twice. Simply ask another man and make it known. Y'all be asking too many times for the things that you want. Why? Put it out there. I want to be a wife. If you don't see that man moving towards making you a wife, go to the next man. That's why you need a roster, because you keep putting all your eggs in one basket and you're not even getting a grand prize. You're not even getting what you want. What is that? Ultimately, a family and to be his forever girl. What you're getting is the placeholder position right now, where a lot of y'all gonna sit because you don't know how to advance yourself to the next round. Why? Because you have let him make you believe that you don't want to be a wife, or you yourself have become complacent as his girlfriend for so long you feel like you don't need to be a wife. He dropped dead tomorrow. Do you honestly think that I'm going to allow 10 years to go in and this man dropped dead tomorrow and his family named me as a family friend in the obituary and I get no benefits for all the time I put in? Honey, everything in life is transactional. I am not looking to fall in love. That's your problem. Y'all think everything is about love. It should be about the benefits. How are your needs being met? If your needs being met while you trying to be in all this love, are your needs being met? Because this man was with this lady for 10 years and he had unmet needs. So much so that she never even told him what he needed to change in order for them to keep going on. So while he loves her, he was looking for her to put her foot down and say, I demand to be a wife. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And because she was so complacent at just being a girlfriend and thought a 10-year relationship was going to turn into marriage, it wasn't enough. He still had unmet needs and he went out to get those needs met. And then he found a woman that does all of that. He never not had a roster. You see, he broke up with her and immediately started dating. Y'all break up with people and y'all sit on the back burner. I guess you think that, I don't know. I really don't know what you're doing back there. I don't. Because I used to do the same thing, break up and then just wait. But maybe he'll come back. Lost all value and sense of purpose of myself, hoping that this man will realize that he missed me and come back. When what I should have did was put myself back out there and started dating to let him know, you're lost, baby. And when you do come back, it's going to already be somebody here.
Why for marrying the woman that he's only been with for 7 months and never marrying his ex of 10 years was because she never left.
Thou shalt not settle for any reason. 10 years as a girlfriend, she began to settle in a position as a girlfriend because she lost all sight of her being a wife. When you lose sight of the goal, when you totally forget the reason for it, then you will become complacent in your role as a girlfriend. You will become complacent in your role as paying half the bills because you don't have any limitations, you don't have any boundaries, and you definitely don't have standards. So in the absence of all three of those, and the biggest absence is self-love. You don't love yourself enough to know that this person has been dragging you for the last 10 years, but you're going to stand there and try to keep loving him. You're going to give all that love to him. And you just put yourself on the back burner. Remember I told y'all, She brought this man this close to her and she put herself all the way back here. Needs are unmet. All of his needs, the needs that she thought he needed was fulfilled, except he was not fulfilled. And he started venturing out. She's still back here though. And he started going to get his needs met. Y'all problem is you think time, again, is going to incorporate into something long-term, into a marriage. If your goal is marriage, you should only be giving a person a year. A man knows who his wife is going to be within 6 months of him meeting her. Do you hear what I'm saying? They only need 6 months. They'll drag you for years when they know you not their wife. But he knows who his wife is within 6 months. This man knew that lady for 7 months and he married her. I told you 6 months. Them men they know exactly who they going to marry when they meet them. If you find yourself holding a place 5, 10 years, 2 years, 8 years, it's you. It's not him. Because guess what? You probably ain't even never told him what he need to do to change, to be the man that he need to be for you. You never had that conversation. But you was going to be doing what?
At the time was okay with who he was in his eyes. As far as he believed, she loved him no matter what. So there's no need for me to rush and change. I don't know what I need to really change. She's just fussing.
She's just fussing. She's just fussing. That's what y'all do. Thou shalt not yell or talk hard at any man. That masculine behavior won't get you far and you'll pick up speed to nowhere. She was just fussing. In 10 years, her needs were unmet. It took her to a masculine space. She began to fuss. She began to yell. She began to ask for things more than once. But what she did not do is change her position in his life. He was looking for her to leave. He was looking for her to value herself enough to know that if he's not going to add up to what she needs, she's going to walk away because that's how much she loves herself. What she showed him was she loves him more than she loves herself. So she was willing to lay down and be a doormat for however long it took until he married her. That's what some of y'all have been trained to do, or y'all have made yourself do. You have become a doormat, and it is your own fault. It is not his, because if you become my doormat, I'm going to walk all over you too. If you know your needs, then you will know that this will not work. If there is a need for marriage, how are you still stuck in the girlfriend space? Because you don't know your needs. And if you go back to your self-love and love yourself enough to say, this man don't seem to be doing nothing with me. It has been 2 years. I have voiced I want to be a wife. What am I finna do? Change my position in his life? That's it. I'm finna match his action. He don't want to marry me, then I'm finna get out of here. Thou shalt give to men what they give you. Do not match energy, match actions. The only thing that she should have matched with him was getting the hell on. That's what he did. She stayed around. She stayed around. Y'all staying around is the reason why you're not getting what you're looking for. You're staying too long. I wouldn't give you what you're looking for too. You seem like you're happy. Even though you're not happy. If you ain't got up and walked away, you happy. You doing all that fussing and complaining for you to still be here, huh? Go to your commandments. You're missing a mark because you keep forgetting the commandments. You don't love yourself. You don't have any boundaries. Your limitations are weak. The standards don't exist. You have never self-evaluated every relationship that you was in to see who was at fault. You keep staying around thinking that if you stay here, it's going to get better. No, it's not. It is going to be the same. And if you never demand anything from me by getting up and walking away, then I'm never going to give you anything different. So back to my example. I told my husband from the beginning I wanted to be a wife. He heard me. He listened. He did not move that way, not initially. But when I broke up with him and sent him back to his mom at 2 years, and I continued to date and then added him to my roster, then he saw that I was not playing games. I gave you 2 years. That was too much, but I gave it to you. I will never give you more than that as your girl when I can go be the girl of several men and somebody's going to marry me. Does that mean I had sex with people? Absolutely not. Because that's not what roster dating is. Before you put your sexual preference, before you put your sexual prowess on the line, you got to make sure that this person is emotionally in tune with you. And that's where you really want to be. Why would you be laying down with somebody when that's not really what you want? And you can tell that's not really where he want to be. Actions speak louder than words. Y'all be so busy listening to this thing these men be saying that y'all be missing that they don't be even exemplifying that stuff. Whatever your preference is. Limitations, boundaries, standards, self-love. You can't do this and get the results you're looking for without those. Go back to 31 days of internal satisfaction and build and heal. Then when you're done with that, come back over here and let's do the needs assessment. Let's see exactly what you need, because it's time for you to start getting them needs met. They've been unmet for so long. You've been back here for so long. And every man you get, you pull them up here. And you try to do everything with them. And you try to move in with them. And you want to just show them that you can be the best wife. You allow him to be the worst version of him ever. Because you're not holding him to any standards. He's not accountable for anything. Not even making you feel good. Ladies, sis, when you tired of doing the same thing and getting the same results, go to the TikTok shop, get your copy. Go over to my website, get your copy. Join the Facebook group. If you're tired of getting nothing, then let's get you on a path to get something. Because right now you have picked up speed, baby. You is rushing. And I'm trying to reel you back in. But child, that ball going so fast down that hill, that avalanche about to crash. And I'm not going to be able to put you back together when that happens. So I'm trying to pull you back before that happens. Never date just once, sis. Stop holding on to people who do not see you as a wife, never saw you as a wife, and you're just a placeholder. And you can tell you're a placeholder if 6 months and a year has come and your position in his life is still girlfriend because you're stuck in that title, and now he done moved in and you doing all these things, but you haven't picked up on, he's not even doing a third of that. Hey, placeholder, I hope you love your place, because I'm coming in to take your place and I'm going to be the wife and you're not going to like it. Subscribe to the channel. Get your copy of Never Date Just One, sis. Facebook group. Follow on TikTok. And let's stop being the placeholder for 10 years and be the woman he married in 7 months.